rocket side!
Hey, alright, I'm only rocking it a little bit.
Oh, I don't like it! Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to try something a little bit different. I wanted to go back to the green screen. The build videos have been doing really well, but I just wanted to kind of spice it up and go back to my roots of talking about funfair rides. So today I wanted to compose a list of 5 rides that I think are super intense, super crazy, and just really out there. Now this is a list that's not in any particular order. It's just 5 rides that I could really think of that fit the bill. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video for you explaining why these rides are so intense, and a lot of them are extremely rare. They really are, especially in the UK. The first ride I want to talk about is the KMG experience, which is called Super Spin. Now this thing is mental, it's crazy. Literally, it's not a ride that kind of makes you feel sick, but it's kind of a ride that you just don't know where you are, because you're spinning left, right, up, down, all over the place. You kind of don't know where you are. So you get off just a little bit fuzzy, a little bit dizzy, and not really sure of your surroundings. And for me, that, you know, that identifies as intense. It's not the sickness part of the ride, it's the it's not knowing where you are. It messes with your head, and I think that's the reason why I think Super Spin is on this list, because I've only done it once and it was an experience. It was a definite experience. I don't think it's in the country anymore. I think it's sold abroad. So that's a shame if you haven't ridden this ride, because it is unique and it is one hell of an experience. It just completely messes with your head and you don't know where you are. So yeah, Super Spin, that is definitely one crazy and intense machine. This is weird, man. Oh my god! I don't like it! Oh, this is odd. This has messed me up, man. Oh my word. Jesus Christ alive. The second ride I want to talk about is the eggs, or the real term is Rocco Plane. I know Simon hates them being called eggs. This is the most intense experience I've ever had on a funfair ride, carnival ride, because it's just like a Ferris wheel, but you've got individual cages with seats that you sit in. You have a brake lever so you can control the locking mechanism. You can manually, the cages will roll automatically, or you can get them rocking manually, and that's what Simon did. He literally rocked back and forth, and once you start flipping, you don't stop. It's like a continuous flip. The momentum just carries you, and with the ride moving and the cars flipping, I just completely almost blacked out. I didn't know where I was swearing a good in. It's just a really extreme experience, and something that I didn't enjoy too much. The ride is fantastic, and it can be classed as a family ride, because you can just lock the brake into place and you don't really need to spin it at all. You can just go around in a nice gentle motion without the intense continuous spinning, which is not needed in my book. I would have been happy not spinning. So the Rocco Plane is definitely a ride that, yeah, I think it's crazy and intense, and there's not many left in the country. If you do see it, get on it. Just don't go with Simon. You'll regret that decision. You'll regret that instantly. Oh, sorry! Oh! Oh my god! There was a blood rushing to my head. Off you go! No, sorry! Like a booster. No. Oh, I'm gonna swear to it. Right. Simon!
I'm just rocking. That's it. Here we go.
No. Woo! I can see why there's not many of these around. Oh my Jesus Christ! 2 minutes of this shit. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. No, please. The next ride I want to talk about is the Mondial Capriolo. This is Darren Matthews' version, Air Max. The only one I've done. This is an incredible machine. No gimmicks. It's just an absolute power machine. Power. So much power. It pulls probably 5 Gs. It's just blows my mind how fast and intense this machine is. It's one of the best in the country. I think it made my top 10 list purely on the fact that it's powerful. Basically the arm makes a 360-degree loop, and then the gondola brakes can be released so the gondolas spin independently to the arm, and this thing just gives you all sorts of lateral G's and just forces, and boom, blows your mind. And this is probably the closest I've been to blacking out, because when you get the kind of rotation where the cars lock and you come through this station upside down, that is probably the most intense element of the ride. And it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, and when it does, it just absolutely messes you up big style and almost causes a blackout, almost, but not quite. So yeah, that Mondial Capriolo is up there with one of the best rides I've ever done. I just think it's crazily intense and it fits this list perfectly.
You alright, Belle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick. Oh, I love it. It is fun.
Woohoo! That is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Now the next two I want to talk about are very similar but not quite. First of all, we got the Skymaster, which is again a very unique ride, and it's probably mostly common like back in the day or in the States. It's like you've got two arms, they one goes clockwise, one goes counterclockwise. It basically like gets momentum like a pirate ship, but then it just carries on and they go over like that. Oh, sorry about all the hand gestures, like that. So they go over, and then like your momentum will just continue them spinning back and forth over and over each other, if that makes sense. Bit of a hard ride to describe, but basically you just go up, over and down, and you get some really good hang times. Anything that kind of goes upside down and holds you there I find really intense. Again, you don't feel sick, it's just the motion of like blood rushing to your head. That's the motion that really makes you feel ill, the blood rushing to the head, and that's what I call intense. And again, with number one, it's not number one because this isn't a top 5, it's just the last ride we're going to talk about. All the blood rushing to your head, oh! Jesus! Oh my god! Oh boy! Oh baby! Oh boy! Christ, man! Come on there! Up and over! Woo! Oh! Jeez! Woo! Oh my god! Rocco, no, we talked about that. Lupo Plane, sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. Lupo Plane is, again, similar to the Skymaster, but it's much more faster. Instead of momentum base, it's like properly, you're forced with a motor, so literally it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, really fast. In a similar way, one clockwise, one arm anti-clockwise, counterclockwise there, but again it's just way more forceful than the Skymaster. It's not as high, you don't get the kind of height on that you do on a Skymaster, but it's just much more quicker and faster and intense, and it goes both ways, backwards and forwards. This thing is, and again, it's just really intense. The point of the whole list is talking about intense rides, and I think the Lupo Plane really identifies that. And this thing is insane. And again, it's the only one in the UK that I know of. There might be more, but this is the only one I've personally seen, and it's crazy. I think it was used for like fighter pilots to train, or test something. You know, back in the day, it was used for some kind of fighter pilot testing or astronaut, something like that. I don't really know. I should have probably researched that. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, Lupo Plane is just crazily intense. It's an experience like no other. I know a few people that have done it and come off feeling a bit worse than Wes, you know, a bit all over the place. And again, it's just one of those rides that really messes your head up, and you have all the blood rushing to the head. You get plenty of hang time, and it's an overall a really, really unique but quite intense experience. And I really recommend getting on it because it is like. Yeah, with that, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video and having a little break from the building videos. They will be back though. We'll be doing some more, but I don't know when. So if you have enjoyed this, give me a Libby special, a double thumbs up, and subscribe. And the build videos will be back until we can get to the fairs. And it's a question I get asked all the time. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh yes!
I don't think I don't think it's as bad as a Rocco Plane.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so fun.
It's quite intense. It's a nice breeze. Oh shit!
It's amazing, isn't it, how the classic rides can be quite intense. Oh yes!
Oh, that's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel it in my cheeks, man.
I feel it more powerful than the Sky Master.
Oh yeah, completely different feeling. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Are we coming to this? Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm out of my seat, man. We're hanging, aren't we?
Oh, I love it.
This is, oh. I don't like this bit. You're laughing, man. You're evil. Look at him, this side's laughing at me. Oh, my eyes are watering. I'll turn this one off.